If you're trying to decide between the Eufy S1 Pro versus Willow Go, then stick around. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the features, pros and cons to each of these breast pumps so you can decide whether the Eufy or the Willow is the best breast pump for you. So let's get started and talk about suction. Now, these are pretty comparative in terms of suction strength. The Eufy is up to 300 millimeters of mercury. The Willow's slightly less at 280, but generally pretty comparative. In terms of modes, both have two modes on the pump, but where it changes is the Eufy and its app. Now, both of these pumps, the Eufy S1 Pro and Willow Go, are also app integrated. However, in terms of apps, I really do think that the Eufy has a ton more to offer. So within the app, you also have the options for 4 different modes. Now, these are from max to natural rhythm. They're mixed modes that give you a lot more control over your pumping session, whereas on the Willow Go app, it's only still the 2 modes. So you have your stimulation and your expression. So the stimulation are your short suctions for initiating your letdown, and then you have longer suctions of your expression mode, which are for drawing out your breast milk. Both are needed. However, a lot of mums find that they get better output with multiple letdowns, which is where these mixed modes on the Eufy are a lot better for finding something that works for you. You can still achieve this with the Willow Go. However, you'll need to do it manually to find a rhythm that works for you, and then manually switch between the stimulation and the expression. Now, in terms of levels, suction levels, the Eufy only has 7 different suction levels, which is more than enough to find a balance that works best for you. However, the Willow Go does actually improve on this by quite a lot. It has 15 different suction levels, so you can really hone in and find a suction strength that works best for you and your body. However, that said, the Eufy offers something quite unique, and that is its inbuilt heating. So if I turn this on, you can see here that there is a little red flashing. Now that is your heating element. Now there are 7 different heating levels on this, and what it does is behind here is a heating pad. Now the heating is to increase output and help prevent engorgement and clogs. So the heating pad, a lot of mums respond really well to this. You can also achieve this with a heated massager. However, having it in the pump itself is actually really handy. So there are 7 different levels for heating. The Willow Go doesn't have anything along those lines. Now, in terms of flange, now the Willow Go has just a hard plastic flange. It's a size 24, and with your pump you also get a 21 millimeter flange. However, there's no inserts included, or there wasn't, at least with my pack. The Eufy S1 Pro is a softer, it's a silicone, but it feels almost a bit velvety flange. Now this is a 24 millimeter as well, but it also comes with a 105-degree flange angle. Now this is to mimic the positioning of the baby's mouth during breastfeeding, so again to help with milk flow. It also has a 17, 19 and 21 millimeter flange insert that comes with it. Now, sizing for both of these, if you are larger nipple size, you will need to purchase these separately. Again, with the Willow Go, if you need a smaller than a 21 millimeter flange, you'll need to purchase your insert separately. In terms of capacity, now they're both 5-ounce capacity. However, the thing I love about the Willow Go is you can purchase separately a larger capacity collection cup that is a 7-ounce. So if you're somebody that's an overproducer or has a really solid supply, you can purchase the 7-ounce separately, which is a nice perk. Now, let's talk charging, because again, here is a massive difference. The Willow Go on a single charge lasts up to 3 pumping sessions. So around 90 minutes if that's 3 times 30-minute pumping sessions. On the flip side, the Eufy can last up to 5 days with this. I love this case. It is a chargeable case, so your Eufy pump simply sits in. Pop it in properly, and you'll see the light come on. Now this is charging my pump, so it's a very nice thin case. It's hard, so it keeps your pump protected while it's charging. This is USB-C charged, so you can place this on charge your pump, and your pump will last for up to 5 days battery life. So for me, that's huge bonus, makes this fantastic if you're a working mum or pumping on the go. Just having that added battery life, 3 pumping sessions, even if you're occasionally or part-time pumping, you're going to want to put this on charge every night. Okay, in terms of noise, they're both very similar. If I turn them on, they're both very similar. The Eufy is slightly quieter at 46 dB. The Willow's around 50. You will hear them in a silent room, bit of background noise, and they're a lot more discreet. While we're here though, I will also show you the buttons. So on the Eufy, you can actually see what levels you're on, what mode you're on. So if I change the modes, it changes the lighting. So it's a very simple interface, but it still gives you some of your data. On the Willow, there is no LED screen, no lights that light up. So even knowing what level you're on, suction level or what mode, you can't tell unless you're in the app. So there's a little bit more of a guessing, which again, it's just one of those letdowns. I feel like having a basic LED screen is something that's pretty common and basic with a wearable breast pump these days. Now, in terms of size, now you can see that the Willow Go is quite a bit larger in terms of length, but it is also slightly thinner. So you get that longer, more teardrop shape, but both of these are quite discreet. No wearable pump is going to look just like your breast. You will see them, they will be noticeable, but with the baggy top, both of these are quite discreet. Now let's talk price. Now, I would expect the Eufy for the charging case, the heating pad, the more features within the app to be more expensive. However, they both retail at $350. You can get the Willow Go on sale at times when it does, which brings it down a little bit. But the Eufy, I do have a discount code which will give you 16% off. So it brings it down to around $295. That code is PMILKEUFY. I will add it in the comments. So if you're pricing these, you can get the Eufy for around $300, the Willow for $350. Hands down every day, I am going to go for the Eufy Pro. Even without the discount code, I'm still going for the Eufy, and that's the pump that I'll recommend. It's got more suction power, it's got more features, the heating, the app with your multiple modes and more functionality. I should also say the Willow Go app is only for US and Canada. So if you are outside of US and Canada, you can't even use the Willow Go app. So I'm in Australia, very frustrating that you can't even download it and use it. You get more flange inserts. you get the 105-degree flange. For me, the Eufy just packs way more into the pump, especially when the prices are very similar, or you can use the discount code and get your Eufy even cheaper. So I hope this review helps. If you have any questions, then please feel free to ask. I'll drop that discount code for the Eufy into the comments. And again, I hope this video helps. Cheers.